Tensions inside Buckingham Palace have reached a boiling point as King Charles faces an unexpected challenge. Not from outside critics, but from within his own family. After Prince William unveiled bold plans to modernize and slim down the monarchy, Queen Camilla has taken surprising action that has left the king furious and the palace shaken. Sources reveal Camilla moved decisively against William's reforms, pushing back in a way that threatens to disrupt the carefully laid plans for the future of the crown. The fallout has sent ripples through royal circles, igniting whispers of conflict and power struggles at the highest level. With Charles caught in the middle between his son's vision and his wife's resistance, the monarchy stands at a crossroads. Will family loyalty overcome ambition? Or will Camilla's opposition stall the sweeping changes William hopes to bring? The coming weeks promise intense drama as the royal family grapples with this unexpected royal showdown. Opening shock. The grand halls of Buckingham Palace were buzzing with tension as news quietly spread. Prince William had made a bold, unprecedented move. William's decision came with rare approval from King Charles, signaling a significant shift in the monarchy's inner workings. It wasn't just a financial adjustment, it was a statement of intent to modernize and slim down the royal household. Camilla's reaction was immediate and emotional, with reports revealing tears and visible distress as she processed the impact of the change. The palace atmosphere grew thick with whispered speculation and concern, as courtiers tried to gauge what this would mean for the family dynamics and public image. The drama wasn't lost on royal watchers. Fans and critics alike took to social media, celebrating William's boldness and viewing him as a modernizer who's ready to reshape the monarchy for the 21st century. Many saw this as a much-needed step towards efficiency and relevance in an age of scrutiny over royal expenses. For Camilla, however, it was a deeply personal blow, sparking questions about her future influence within the royal family. This moment marked a pivotal turning point. What started as a quiet, strategic decision quickly unfolded into a major royal event, revealing rifts and realignments inside one of the world's oldest institutions. The stakes couldn't be higher. Could William balance respect for tradition with the urgent need for change? And how would Camilla respond to this unexpected challenge to her role? As Buckingham Palace braced for the fallout, the royal family faced an undeniable truth. The monarchy was in the midst of a transformation, with William leading the charge and Camilla struggling to find her place in this new order. Why now? The timing of William's move was no accident. The royal family faces a unique crisis, an aging cohort of active members and a shrinking pool of working royals. King Charles is 75, Queen Camilla 76, Princess Anne 74, and Prince Edward 60, all advancing in age, raising questions about their ability to maintain demanding royal duties. Meanwhile, Princess Catherine's recent battle with cancer and recovery added another layer of concern about the family's future operational strength. The palace was feeling the pressure as these factors converged. With fewer hands on deck, William was pressed to step up earlier than expected. The traditional generational transition seemed overdue, and whispers circulated about whether he was ready to take on more responsibilities, possibly even accelerating his path to the throne. This situation highlighted the monarchy's vulnerability and the urgent need to adapt. Behind the scenes, palace aides and advisors debated the best way forward. It wasn't simply about replacing aging royals. It was about crafting a more streamlined, modern monarchy that can connect with today's public while honoring centuries-old traditions. William's decision was a direct response to this pressing challenge, demonstrating his willingness to tackle difficult reforms head-on. The conversation inside Buckingham Palace became a reflection of the broader public debate. Could the royal family continue to thrive by balancing respect for history with the demands of a changing world? William's move answered that question with a clear message. Change was not just inevitable, it was necessary. William's vision. Prince William's vision for the monarchy has long been clear. A crown that evolves with the times, shedding unnecessary extravagance and focusing on relevance. Mental health, advocacy, and environmental stewardship. His public speeches and engagements increasingly emphasize these themes, signaling a deep commitment to making the monarchy relatable and meaningful for modern society. Insiders confirm that his reforms are not a sudden revolution, but a thoughtful evolution, supported quietly but firmly by King Charles. William's approach reflects an understanding that the monarchy must do more than maintain pomp. It must embody purpose and service. His move to slim down royal roles and budgets is part of this strategy, ensuring that the institution can sustain itself financially while remaining connected to the people it serves. This strategic planning also positions William as a bridge between the older generation and the youth, aligning the crown with contemporary values. Behind closed doors, William collaborates closely with trusted advisors who share his vision. This network supports his desire to balance tradition with innovation, strengthening royal protocols, but introducing fresh ideas that resonate globally. His leadership style combines pragmatism with empathy, aiming to restore public confidence while preparing the monarchy for future challenges. As William moves forward, the message is clear. The monarchy can survive and thrive only by embracing change, and he is ready to lead that journey. With King Charles's blessing, William is not just the heir apparent, but the architect of a modern royal legacy. As William charts this new path, his bold reforms inevitably touched the lives of those closest to the throne. The impact on Queen Camilla and her family reveals the human cost behind institutional change, setting the stage for a dramatic realignment within the royal household. Next, we explore how this shift affects Camilla and the broader royal family dynamics. Camilla's reaction. The palace atmosphere shifted noticeably after the news broke. Camilla's sister Annabel Elliot had been dropped from the duchy payroll, ending a 20-year association. For Camilla, this wasn't just a professional loss. It felt deeply personal. Insiders say Camilla was devastated and felt betrayed, her usually composed demeanor replaced by visible signs of frustration. Observers noted her wrinkled brow and a distant presence at subsequent public events, signaling her emotional turmoil. This move wasn't just a budget cut. It cut into Camilla's inner circle, shaking her confidence within the palace hierarchy. Privately, those close to Camilla describe her reaction as one of hurt and disappointment, feeling sidelined in a family she has loyally served for decades. The emotional blow revealed cracks in what appeared as a united front, exposing the real human cost of William's hardline reform agenda. Courtiers whispered that Camilla's retreat was both a moment of reflection and a quiet protest against the ongoing reshuffling. This was a royal family at a crossroads, and the fallout was unmistakable. Camilla's emotional response quickly became a subject of palace gossip, feeding speculation about the future power dynamics within the royal family. Was this sidelining a one-off, or the start of a broader shift that could redefine her role. Staff reported a marked change in her interactions with key palace figures, reflecting the strain between duty and personal loyalty. The palace was navigating a delicate balance, trying to maintain public calm while private tensions simmered. This moment marked a turning point. The monarchy was not immune to internal discord, even at its highest levels. Camilla's reaction was a human reminder that behind royal protocols lie real emotions and stakes, making the family's evolution all the more complex and riveting. Charles's anguish. King Charles found himself caught in a painful dilemma. On one hand, he supports his son William's vision for a streamlined, modern monarchy. On the other, he faces the emotional turmoil of seeing his wife, Camilla, deeply hurt by these reforms. Sources reveal Charles was torn, his anger and anguish palpable as he tried to mediate between the two. Publicly, Charles maintained his regal composure, but insiders noted the strain beneath the surface. This familial tension was unlike anything seen before. Charles, once praised for his diplomacy, struggled to balance loyalty to his wife with responsibility to the institution and his heir. "He's stuck between his heart and his duty," said one insider. The king's anguish grew as he watched the palace, his family, and the monarchy's future hanging in the balance. Behind closed doors, he worked tirelessly to soothe tempers and hold the family together. Charles's internal conflict revealed the challenges of monarchy in transition. He was tasked with preserving unity while supporting necessary change, a tightrope walk complicated by deep personal relationships. The king's role had evolved from sovereign to family mediator, testing his leadership in unprecedented ways. His actions in the coming months would be crucial for the crown's stability. The weight of these tensions also affected Charles's health and public duties. Aware of the stakes, he increased efforts to project strength and calm to the world. Yet, in quiet moments, he confided to close aides the difficulty of reconciling the competing loyalties tearing at his family. This was a king facing one of his greatest personal and political challenges: generational divide. At the heart of this palace drama lies a classic generational clash: Prince William's push for modernization versus King Charles's more traditional views. Sources say William openly criticized his father's archaic approach and Disney cosplay image, highlighting a sharp philosophical rift. This divide isn't just about personalities. It reflects differing visions for the monarchy's future. William's supporters praise his emphasis on efficiency, relevance, and transparency, arguing the monarchy must evolve or risk fading into irrelevance. Meanwhile, Charles remains tied to long-held customs and ceremonial practices, believing they uphold the institution's dignity and history. This fundamental tension complicates decision-making and family dynamics, as the old guard resists rapid change while the younger generation demands action. This divide also extends beyond the palace walls, with public opinion split between nostalgia for tradition and excitement for renewal. The royal family's ability to bridge this gap will determine its survival in a fast-changing world. Analysts say the monarchy's future hinges on reconciling respect for heritage with the need for innovation. Ultimately, Charles and William's generational divide underscores a broader story of legacy and progress. It's a struggle between maintaining royal mystique and embracing a more accessible, service-oriented monarchy. How they navigate this divide will shape British history for decades to come. As tensions rise and family lines are redrawn, the palace braces for a new era defined by change, loyalty, and unexpected challenges. William's reforms ripple through the monarchy, altering power balances and setting the stage for an unprecedented royal transformation. Let's explore how these shifts unfold in the coming chapters. Family lines redrawn. William's bold reforms ripple through the royal family, redrawing power lines like never before. He's decentralizing the royal payroll, cutting back on older, more ceremonial roles, and instead putting his trust in younger, dynamic royals such as Mike and Zara Tindall and Princess Beatrice. This new approach reflects a strategic push to slim down the monarchy, making it more relevant, efficient, and connected to modern Britain. William's vision aligns with King Charles's long-held dream of a leaner monarchy, but it also means sidelining some traditional figures, including those close to Camilla. Camilla's allies within the palace feel the sting of exclusion, sensing a shift away from the old guard toward a fresher, more agile royal team. The move sends a clear message. The monarchy is evolving, and the next generation is taking center stage. It's a deliberate, calculated reshaping of royal duties and influence, aiming to keep the institution viable in a changing world. However, this redistribution doesn't come without tension. The palace is now a chessboard where loyalty, power, and legacy collide. Camilla's position feels less secure, and the ripple effects threaten to deepen divisions within the royal household. The royal family stands at a crossroads: tradition versus transformation, stability versus renewal. In this new order, the emphasis is on capability and public engagement over mere title and longevity. William's bold steps challenge long-standing royal norms, forcing the family to reconsider what it means to serve and lead in the 21st century. Camilla's emotional fallout. The personal cost of William's reforms hits home hardest for Camilla. Sources reveal she felt isolated and vulnerable after her sister's removal from the payroll, a symbolic and emotional blow. The once solid support network around her is now fraying, leaving Camilla to navigate a palace landscape that feels increasingly alien and unsupportive. This emotional fallout raises serious questions about Camilla's future influence within the monarchy. Is her role diminishing, or will she find new ways to assert her presence? Insiders suggest that while publicly composed, Camilla privately struggles with feelings of betrayal and uncertainty. Her resilience is tested as she faces a shrinking sphere of influence and growing internal opposition. The palace corridors buzz with speculation about how Camilla will respond, whether she'll retreat quietly or fight to reclaim her position. Her vulnerability humanizes her, yet also signals potential fractures within the royal family's united front. The public sees glimpses of a queen consort caught between duty and personal hurt, a complex figure caught in the crossfire of royal power plays. Camilla's emotional response serves as a stark reminder. Royal reform is not just about finances and roles, but about navigating deep personal loyalties and wounds. Her journey in the coming months will be critical to the monarchy's cohesion. Palace tensions rise. Inside Buckingham Palace, the atmosphere grows uncomfortable and tense. Staff and family members sense the strain, with whispers of factions forming and subtle alliances emerging. Some aides find themselves forced to pick sides between loyalty to Camilla and allegiance to William's reformist vision. The palace's traditional culture of discretion is under pressure as internal conflicts threaten to spill into public view. Despite outward appearances of calm, the internal dynamics reveal a royal household grappling with unprecedented change and uncertainty. Courtiers describe the mood as fragile, with fears that these tensions could escalate into more overt disputes. The unity so crucial to the monarchy's public image feels strained as key figures navigate competing interests and emotions. Staff bracing for backlash are preparing damage control strategies, knowing that any misstep could fuel media frenzy. The pressure to maintain a united front is immense, yet the fault lines in the royal family seem harder to conceal. The palace has entered a critical phase where private discord risks undermining public trust. This tension-filled environment highlights the challenge of modernizing an ancient institution. The monarchy must adapt to contemporary expectations without fracturing internally, a delicate balance that will define its survival and relevance in years ahead. As palace tensions simmer and alliances shift, the royal family faces an uncertain future. The public watches closely as the monarchy attempts to maintain its image amid profound change and internal struggle. The next chapters will reveal how these challenges shape the crown's legacy and leadership. Public perception. Royal watchers and the public quickly notice the subtle signs of strain, especially Camilla's increasingly distant composure during official events. Media outlets hint at a rift forming between Camilla and the duo of William and Charles, questioning if the monarchy is showing cracks at a vulnerable time. The public, usually drawn to royal unity and tradition, is now faced with images and reports suggesting internal discord. This shift in perception threatens the monarchy's carefully cultivated image of stability and continuity. The question arises, can the royal family maintain public trust while navigating such visible internal conflict? Opinion polls start to reflect these concerns, showing a dip in Camilla's popularity compared to rising support for William and Catherine. The monarchy's unity, often seen as its greatest strength, now appears fragile to the watching world. Public sentiment becomes a powerful force that could influence royal decisions and future strategies. The media's narrative leans into the drama, with headlines speculating about power struggles and divided loyalties. Social media fuels the debate, turning palace whispers into viral stories. The monarchy's traditional veil of privacy is lifting, exposing its human complexities and vulnerabilities like never before. Ultimately, public perception becomes a key battlefield in this unfolding saga. The royal family must work harder to reassure the nation and preserve the crown's dignity amid growing scrutiny and divided opinion. William's vision. Prince William emerges as a forward-thinking leader focused on modernizing the monarchy with purpose and transparency. His approach emphasizes reducing frivolous spending and making the institution more efficient and relevant to today's world. This isn't just about cutting costs. It's about reshaping the monarchy to resonate with younger generations and global audiences. William's commitment to mental health, environmental causes, and public service sets a new standard for royal duty. With an estimated $30 million funding via the Duchy of Cornwall, William leverages significant resources to support his vision. His plans aim to create a monarchy that balances tradition with innovation, shedding outdated practices while maintaining respect for heritage. Royal analysts praise his blend of pragmatism and empathy, seeing him as the future face of the crown. William's leadership style contrasts sharply with older, more ceremonial roles favored by previous generations. He champions transparency and accountability, understanding that public trust is earned through meaningful action. His collaboration with Catherine highlights a united front dedicated to evolving royal responsibilities. As William charts this new course, he faces the dual challenge of honoring family legacy while pushing change. His success will depend on balancing these sometimes conflicting demands and guiding the monarchy through turbulent times with steady resolve. Charles caught in the middle. King Charles finds himself in a precarious position, caught between supporting his son's modernization drive and defending his wife Camilla's role within the family. His leadership is tested as he tries to mediate tensions without alienating either side. The emotional complexity of balancing a loyal marriage with the demands of a transforming monarchy places Charles under intense pressure. Charles's public demeanor masks private conflict. While he champions a leaner, more dynamic royal household alongside William, he also empathizes deeply with Camilla's feelings of isolation and frustration. This duality creates a delicate diplomatic dance, as the king must unify the family while respecting individual emotions. Analysts predict Charles will soon need to make a defining statement, either reinforcing family unity or allowing power struggles to surface. His choices could shape not only his legacy, but the future stability of the monarchy itself. The king's health issues add urgency to his decision-making, heightening the stakes. Navigating this family turmoil requires tact, resilience, and clear vision. Charles's ability to manage these dynamics will influence how the monarchy adapts to the 21st century and whether it can maintain its relevance amid evolving public expectations. What comes next? The royal family stands at a critical crossroads. Will Camilla seek reconciliation or retreat to quieter roles away from the spotlight? Her response to these challenges could redefine her place in the monarchy's future. Meanwhile, William faces the choice of continuing his reforms aggressively or pausing to ease tensions. The decisions made now will reverberate throughout the institution. King Charles's next moves will be closely watched. Aligning with William could solidify a new era of leadership, but failure to mediate may deepen fractures. Public opinion and internal palace dynamics will heavily influence these outcomes. The monarchy risks either a generational reset or a damaging split. The coming months are pivotal. Royal watchers and the public alike anticipate announcements and shifts that will reveal whether the royal family can heal divisions and present a united front. The crown's survival depends on how well it navigates these internal upheavals. In this delicate balance of power, tradition, and modernity, the monarchy's future hangs in the balance. What happens next will not just shape royal history, but could redefine what it means to be a royal family in today's world. As these personal and institutional battles unfold behind palace walls, the world watches closely. The monarchy's ability to adapt, unify, and inspire will determine if it can thrive in a changing era or face unprecedented challenges ahead. Tensions inside Buckingham Palace have reached a boiling point as King Charles faces an unexpected challenge. Not from outside critics, but from within his own family. After Prince William unveiled bold plans to modernize and slim down the monarchy, Queen Camilla has taken surprising action that has left the king furious and the palace shaken. Sources reveal Camilla moved decisively against William's reforms, pushing back in a way that threatens to disrupt the carefully laid plans for the future of the crown. The fallout has sent ripples through royal circles, igniting whispers of conflict and power struggles at the highest level. With Charles caught in the middle between his son's vision and his wife's resistance, the monarchy stands at a crossroads. Will family loyalty overcome ambition? Or will Camilla's opposition stall the sweeping changes William hopes to bring? The coming weeks promise intense drama as the royal family grapples with this unexpected royal showdown.